Newsview, brought to you by Whidbey and Camano Islands, the shortest distance to far away.
The walls of the former Georgia Pacific bleach plant building came tumbling down as crews from Scrapit Recycling continued their contract work through the Port of Bellingham. The former GP mill site, now known as the Waterfront District, is being cleaned up as part of a redevelopment plan involving the port, the Department of Ecology, and the City of Bellingham. The bleach plant is one of 3 buildings being demolished and recycled on the site by Scrapit Recycling. The 2 adjacent tanks with orange-colored tile exteriors will be preserved for historical and aesthetic purposes. So what is going to happen to the materials being recovered from the buildings? About 90% of all the materials will be recycled.
Scrapit Metal Recycling of Ferndale was contracted by the Port of Bellingham to recycle and demolish buildings at the Port of Bellingham's, the old Georgia Pacific site. The brick and some tiles that were made of the chest that held the pulp and the concrete buildings will be recycled and left on site for fill. Once we get like the non-ferrous metals on site at our Scrapit Ferndale location, it's separated into boxes and shipped to the different consumers. There's stainless, brass, aluminum, copper, electric motors. Everything is put in a separate box, set to different consumers for their production. 15 years ago, there was more of a domestic market. Now with the overseas markets picking up, we have China, we have India, we have Turkey, we have Vietnam, we have Indonesia. We have global markets that we send to, so depending on who's buying what at the time or who's paying the best price, that's where it goes. So that we recycle all the steel and non-ferrous materials out of the buildings. That way it doesn't go to the landfill. Some landfills have the process of cleaning it before it goes into the hole, but we make sure it's strained pretty good before it ever gets into the garbage stream. So garbage is a dirty word in our business. But recycling, we try and recycle over 90% of what is on site.
To find out more, go to scrapitwa.com.
Newsview has been brought to you by Whidbey and Camano Islands, the shortest distance to far away.